Hey, what's up, guys? No need for excuses. I screwed up. My apologies. This should have been sent out like a week ago. So sorry about that, and
Lucas, hi, I'm sorry for the wait.
that I am sorry. You guys were awesome. Let's go through some of these questions. So right now I'm in Boulder, Colorado, in a Walmart parking lot because as I believe I shared with you guys, I live in this is my van that I live in. There's like pictures on my Instagram and stuff, but yeah, I came out here today, and it just I was looking at Instagram and I saw the post, and I'm like, I didn't even make this video, so I'm like making it right now again.
Lucas, hi, I'm sorry for the wait.
And of course the middle school as well. All right, let's start out with some questions. Trevor Buckets 2, Trevor underscore Buckets 2. He says, what would you say as inspiration if you wanted to get into the NFL, NBA, or MLS? Soccer, Major League Soccer, that's so much running. But or MLS. But everyone says I suck at all those sports. Well, I didn't make any teams when I was in high school or middle school or elementary school, and I turned out to be an athlete. So that's the first thing. Secondly, if you truly want to make the team and you truly want to make it to the NFL, NBA, or MLS, the first thing you should do is believe in yourself. With my personal situation, when I started boxing, I had my first 4 fights without telling anybody because I was kind of embarrassed because like I had lost the weight, but I still not what people think of when they think of a boxer. So at least at the time, and I was kind of embarrassed that people would laugh at me that I would be trying boxing, but I believed in myself at first, and then other people started believing as well. Matt Mays always believed, though. Love him, bro. Wakanda forever. Matt's white, though. Anyway, yeah. First, I would say believe in yourself, and it's good to be doing different sports, and that you should always be doing something in the off season to stay in shape. So if you play ball after the season's over, get into another gym, start working out, train all year, and also work on that sport. But if you're thinking of 3 major sports, there's some people like Deion Sanders and Michael Jordan and a few guys who have been successful in playing multiple sports, but maybe find out if you love them all 3 equally, find out which one you have the most potential in, or choose the one that you love the most or you're most passionate about, and kind of pursue that one kind of full time, because the way 100% works is you can only put 100% effort in something. So if you're doing 4 things, that's 25% each. 100% of the 25%, but still you need to give it your all in one sport. It's very difficult. I would say definitely grades, because you're not going to make it to the NBA if you can't even get on the high school basketball team because your grades are too low. Also, colleges, if you're not that athletic right now, you're probably not going to go straight to the league. So you're going to need to go to college, and you're going to need the grades to back that up. So definitely that. And I've always hated that answer, but I found it to be true. So definitely believe in yourself and train. I mean, if it's something you genuinely want to do and you're super passionate about it, let that show in the work you put in. So I'll just start getting out there and work it out. Training, watching videos, and also mbug100 comments on that said, you don't suck. And that's awesome. That's awesome that you can have a positive person. So shout out to mbug100. Love positivity. Corbin Toms 2, very great speech today. Thank you, bro. Or ma'am. Bro or sis. Bro. Alright. Underscore Erica with a K. Underscore Reese. Underscore. You're a very nice person, very inspiring. Thank you, thank you. J. Boyd 2022. I assume that's his graduating year. Hold on. Ugh. Phone's about to die. Can't answer questions from the phone if the phone's dead. Now can I? Nope, I can't. Alright, boom, we're back. So, J. Boyd 2022. J. Boyd asked, would you fight Anthony Joshua? Would I fight Anthony Joshua if offered? Well, first of all, that will be a multi-million-dollar fight. Granted, I'm not driven by money, but I'm not going to pass it up. Yeah, definitely. I'd have to train, but yeah, millions of dollars. I'll have one fight and then just live off the interest for probably the next three or 400 years. I mean, with modern technology and my high level of income, it's crazy to think that I can't live to 200, 245. I just feel like maybe high school kids won't get that quote, but it's a Talladega Nights quote. Second favorite movie ever. My favorite movie, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox Story. All right. Great question, Jay Boyd. Autumn_Jones_3. Oh my gosh, it was so fun having you come to my school. You really inspired me. Thank you a lot. You're welcome, Mrs. Jones. Miss Jones. Oh, you guys probably don't even know who Mike Jones is. Who? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. J.Cox_24. What's your best joke and best advice in life? Ooh, best joke. Knock, knock. So you have to say who's there. Knock, knock. I'm not going to be like Dora and assume you said it, so I guess I'm just going to skip over that question. What's your best life advice? My motto, if you can fail without being discouraged, success becomes inevitable. That's something I live by, and I feel like since it's my quote, it's not as cliche, but yeah, that's kind of it. And best joke, just kind of skipped over that. It would depend, because when I do stand up at comedy clubs, and sometimes like hole in the wall bars or any venue, festivals, any venue I can get some stage time, but different crowds like different jokes, and sometimes I do a joke and it kills, and then next time I'm on stage I do it and it bombs. And I will say one of the worst feelings ever is bombing like 2 minutes into your 25-minute set or whatever. Like as soon as you start, you lose the crowd immediately. Sometimes if you have like an edgy joke that kills, you throw it out in the very beginning to start strong, but the crowd doesn't take well to it, they'll just turn on you immediately, and it's just like you're on stage just talking and no one wants to hear you and they're heckling you. Oh, it's so uncomfortable. And you get off stage and you're just like, oh, I don't ever want to do something like this again. But then when you kill and you get off stage, you're like, I can do this for the rest of my life. So I just have to remember not to be discouraged. Cub Pride, whoop whoop. That was Meow Meow 57. MBug100 with a question. Would you have went to the military over boxing? So glad to have you at my school today. You're a very inspirational man. Thanks, MBug. Would I go to the military over boxing? Well, luckily, the military has boxing. Granted, I love my hair, but yeah, I would have to cut it for the military. But I would say I didn't grow up with a lot of structure, and you know, I was raised by my grandma until I was like 12, and she kind of let me do whatever. And then I like moved into my actual parents at like 12, and then I found out I had a brother when I was 12, and he was 4 years older than me. Whole really weird situation, but my life didn't have much structure, and it took me probably until the age of 25, 26 to kind of hone in and figure structure out. I think the military would have helped me with that at 18. So I'm happy the way things turned out, but I would say that the military is a great option. And yeah, yeah. So I would say, and the military has boxing, so why not, huh? And next is Sam underscore Krupa 32. Sam asked, I tore my ACL, but do you want to spar? I feel like the fact that you're under 18, so I wouldn't be able to fight you, and I seriously outweigh you, and you're injured, but you do have youth on your side, and I'm not as young as I used to be. But to answer your question, hell to the no. No, I wouldn't spar you, man. I'd hang out. We'd play basketball. Maybe become a horse. I'm not that great with, kind of the whole jumping thing, and my knees aren't exactly what they used to be. But thank you for playing. Rollison 817. Very inspiring. Thank you. Watched and Dr. Drake. Almost like a Dr. Dre, but Stephen Drake Tyson. And apparently, maybe he has a child, Logan C. Tyson, or Tisson, I think Tisson. Shout out to Logan. Shout out to Dr. Drake. It's just a little bit of Dr. Dre, a little bit of Drizzy. It's like a little mix. Watch the documentary he was in. You kick some butt, bro. Thank you. And now I'm going to answer the questions that were sent to my DM that wanted to be anonymous. Boom. Okay. Wait. Okay. Okay. Boom. All right. I won't mention your name, but what school was your favorite school to speak to? Well, can answer that question.
I plead the fifth.
1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. I plead the fifth, and I feel like since you're in school, you should be pretty. I had this in the wrong headphone jack, so still learning all this technology stuff. Oh, not as young as I used to be. Oh. Boom. Now let's do that a little better.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah. I plead the fifth. Wait, try again.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, there we go. Boom. All right. Yeah. Okay, let's go with another question. And okay. No, I won't be back at your school this year. But thanks for the invite. And I don't know if I should mention your name, but great speech today. Thank you for coming. Very inspirational and motivational. Q&A, what's your diet and exercise plan? Depends. I think there's different workout plans for different people. And, you don't have to work out to lose weight. You can work out to just stay in shape. Some people, and there's so many different body types. Nothing is perfect. Like, no one ever is happy with their body. But, I know some people who want to lose weight. Some people work out to gain weight. I mean, whatever your goals are personally, that's what your workout plan should be like. But for me, if I have a boxing match coming up, when I get to the gym, I run in the morning. I try to spar 4 or 5 times a week. That's excessive for normal boxers, but I love sparring. because when you hit the bag, you can develop bad habits. You hit the bag, you bring your hands down. But when you're sparring, you have the physical consequence. So once that's added into the play, you kind of are a little more focused and you practice less bad habits. So I always try to spar. Ideally, I fight 3 rounds for like probably 5 or 6 days in a row sometimes. But when I get to the gym, spar 3 rounds as hard as you can. And then I take a couple rounds off, and then I spar 3 rounds, 3-minute rounds again as hard as I can. And then I do that 3 times. So it's like 3 fights in 1 workout session. And then I hit the bag. One thing I do is very important but boring is I stand in front of the mirror and I shadow box. So I go through everything and make sure my not very much of a fundamentally sound person, but I go through all my punches and I work on form and try to correct bad habits. Like if I'm throwing my jab, bring my hand down, I work on throwing my jab, bring my hand back to my face. So yeah, do we have time for another question?
Another one.
Yeah, DJ Khaled. Okay. Hey, I'm a freshman and I've been looking into changing my last name also. Not something awesome like awesome, but blank. I don't want to say your last name. And I wanted to know how you did it and is it cheap? The guy my dad talked to said it would cost about $700. What process did you go through to change it at that cost? I'd appreciate the advice. No problem, bro. I would say I just went to... I printed off some documents from like City Hall. So I live in Kansas City, so found the Olathe office, like the suburbs in Kansas City, and I print out the form and I filled everything out. I had to pay, I think it was $178 for everything in the forms. You have to bring in 2 forms of government ID, I believe, and you have to give an explanation for why you're changing the name. I believe this to be an old law, but I had to put my name, my old name and my new name, my potential name, in the newspaper for 3 consecutive weeks in the penny savers to show that I'm not hiding from anyone. Now, I think this to be just an old law that just never changed. And I did it 1 week and it was like $11. And I just didn't want to do it. So I had to wait 3 weeks, and those 3 weeks were to do that newspaper thing. And when I got to the court, I was kind of nervous because I already paid the money, and I didn't know if they would approve the name, because sometimes they don't approve names; they think it's inappropriate. So I got to court early, and I dressed up because I didn't know what's like you're supposed to do for that. And I've never been arrested or been to court before, so I got all fancy and I showed up, and I got there early, and there was a case going on, and I was just sitting in the room, and it was a divorce, and it was very awkward, and you could tell there was no one's yelling or anything. There's a lot of tension in the room, and the judge stopped everything and was like, are you the young man that's looking to change your name? I was like, yeah. She's like, we've been waiting for you. I was like, oh, good. I was a little nervous. I didn't know what to expect. And after that case was done, I got up there, and she was like, you're an adult. You can do what you want. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. But what happens if you change your last name to Awesome and you realize it's not something you like? I was like, first of all, Your Majesty. I know you call me Your Honor, but I said Your Majesty for effect. And I was like, it's your job to judge. Nailed it. No one really laughed like I thought they would. But then I was like, if I don't like it, I'll just pay another $178 and change it to something I do like. And she's like, all right, sounds good. And that's when I was waiting for the gavel. There was no gavel. I was just disappointed. So I didn't feel like I got closure in that experience because there was no gavel. Maybe that's just on TV. I don't know too much about court and stuff, but yeah. And I I would say that people become adults and then they don't do anything fun. Like when you're a kid, you're just like, when I become an adult, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Like, am I the only adult who does things that they want to do when they're a child? That's the fun part of life. And I feel like adults lose that. And I feel like a lot of teenagers lose it because you're teenagers in such a rush to become an adult that you don't enjoy your time as a teen. You're trying to walk and talk and dress like you're older and hang out with older crowds, but enjoy it. There's no rush. You're a teen for like 7 years. Enjoy all of them. Strong math skills.
Good job, Cam. Keep it up.
Oh, thank you, Cam. I open things up at the grocery stores and eat in the grocery stores because I'm an adult. No one says anything. Change my last name. I just do fun things, and because I don't value things like expensive shoes or expensive clothes, I have disposable income, and I rather spend my money on quality food and fun and travel and experience. So like, not too long ago, I was listening to podcasts and they're talking about compound bows. Granted, I don't want to hunt. I'm vegan, not going to kill anything, but I like playing darts, and compound bows are basically like athletic darts. So I just went out and bought a compound bow. Why? Because I could. Think when you don't have any dependents, I don't have any kids or anything like that, so I can have disposable income. Saving's important though. Okay, alright. And I won't say your name because it's a DM. Hey Cam, just wanted to send a quick message. I watched a doc about you on Netflix last night and your story is amazing. My heart broke to find out that you missed the last qualifier. But in saying that, your story will be shared with the world and I hope you inspire more people to be like you. Oh, thank you. This is the first time reading this. You have something special. You should You should be sharing it with the world. Keep being awesome. Thank you. Don't want to say your name, but I really appreciate it. And let's go with one more. Oh man, there's a. Do I have merch? And that's Alex _SW Watts 96. Yeah, I do. I have some merch on my website, celebritysportspeaker.com or camfawesome.com. Actually, that I should probably make more. Actually, if you're watching this, if you have any suggestions of merch I should make, I can get on that, have it up on my website within 24 hours. So yeah, just let me know. And sorry for the delay on this. And Kevin Allen _43. Want to play Fortnite? I can't get into video games because I get super obsessive and nothing else matters. I stop working out. I stop writing blogs. I stop reading. I stop doing anything because I need to beat all of my friends in whatever game it is. So I play it like we're cool, and if I don't win, when we get offline, I get back online by myself and practice for 10 hours a day until I can beat all of my friends. And I win nothing. I don't win anything. I care to win. Actually, I don't really care about winning. I don't like losing. And I just lose a bunch of time, and there's nothing to really gain from it. So I had to... I purposely gave my Xbox to Matt Mays. What up, Matt Mays? Yeah, just because if I would have had this in a van, that's all I would do. I kind of consume my life with things. Okay. Last question. Hey man, you were at my school a couple days ago, and I thought I would drop a text and say thank you for doing that, and also wondering what's a good workout plan to be, since I'm guessing you do that stuff. Yeah. Good workout plan. It depends. Again, you rewind this a little bit, but kind of figure out what your workout goals are. For me, I enjoy cardio. Lifting makes me look good, but cardio makes me feel good. So I'm trying to get a mix of both. I'm still a little vain sometimes, but yeah, that's about it. Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for listening again.
Lucas, hi. I'm sorry for the wait.
I'm so sorry. Sorry for the delay on this. Yeah, and if anybody have any questions, just comment below, and I'll probably just type out the answers, because it's very difficult to get Wi-Fi when you live in a van. And if you park close enough to Walmart, you can usually get on their Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi isn't that good. It's not like good enough to stream music, so it's definitely not good enough to upload a video. But I will be at a library first thing in the morning. By first thing, I mean probably like 10 a.m. because libraries don't just open up. Or I might just hit a coffee shop. Oh, I'll hit a coffee shop because I have a 9 a.m. boxing workout. I'm just going to show up to a random gym here in Boulder. All right, thank you. And yeah, I don't really promote this or whatever, but yeah, I hope you enjoy it, and sorry for the wait.